I was 19 when my aunt asked me to house-sit her lakeside cabin for a weekend. She warned me that cell service was spotty, and the landline in the kitchen was the only reliable phone. I welcomed the isolation 2 days to finish my term paper in peace. The first night was uneventful. Fire crackling, wind rattling the shutters, nothing unusual. Around midnight, I shut my laptop and headed to bed. Halfway up the stairs, the porch motion sensor light flared through the front windows, bathing the living room in a pale glow. I froze, listening. The trees outside were still. No branches scraped the siding. No gravel crunched. After a minute, the light clicked off. Probably a raccoon, I told myself, though the uneasy knot in my stomach lingered. At 2 a.m., a faint splash woke me. The bedroom overlooked the black water of the lake, moonlight slicing a trembling silver path across its surface. Then came another splash, closer, deliberate, like someone wading ankle-deep near the dock. I pressed my ear to the cold glass. Silence. I convinced myself it was a fish jumping and crawled back under the quilt. Minutes later, footsteps thudded across the porch slow, soggy steps, water dripping. A shadow eclipsed the sliver of light beneath my door as the boards outside groaned. The front knob rustled, tested once, twice, then stilled. I groped for my phone. No bars. Remember the landline, I thought, but the only path to it was down the hallway and past the foyer. The footsteps circled the cabin, tapping on each window as they went. Tap, 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 deliberate, taunting. When they reached my room, the tapping stopped. I held my breath. From somewhere just outside the pane, a wet exhale fogged the glass. A fingertip traced a single slow line across it, squeaking like chalk. I stumbled back, heart hammering. The landline, I repeated to myself, gathering every ounce of nerve. I shoved a chair beneath the door handle, grabbed the heavy flashlight from the dresser, and slipped into the hall. The cabin was black, except for embers glowing in the stone hearth downstairs. Halfway to the kitchen, the porch light flared again. Through the side lights I saw him. A tall figure, hair lank with lake water, skin chalk white in the beam. He wasn't trying to hide. He was smiling, lips pulled too wide. He raised something, an old diving spear, rusted prongs glistening, and raked it across the window glass, shrieking metal on glass like an animal's scream. I bolted into the kitchen, nearly sobbing, and snatched the handset. The dial tone hummed mercifully alive. As I whispered my location to the operator, the back door latch clicked. I shoved the fridge in front of it, shoulder burning, just as the first blow rattled the frame. The police arrived 20 minutes later. They found mud-slick footprints circling the cabin and ending at the dock, but none returning to the shore. The diving spear lay abandoned on the boards, dripping lake water and blood, I swear. Wasn't mine. No boats were reported stolen, no swimmers missing. They searched until dawn and found nothing but rippling black water swallowing their flashlights. I never finished that term paper. I never went back to the lake either. Some nights, though, when I'm alone and the house is quiet, I still hear water dripping and a finger squeaking one slow line across an unseen window.